Blood is made up of a structural fluid that is called uh, plasma. Actually, it is a fluid matrix, and because of that, it's known as fluid connective tissue. And this plasma is 90% water. Means if we just see the constituent of plasma, then 90% water. And if we means like the major component of the blood is plasma and the blood cells. So plasma is 55% of the blood volume, and 45% blood cells are there. Blood cells, they are erythrocytes here, red blood cells, and leukocytes, white blood cells, and thrombocytes, the platelets. So they are 45%, and the plasma is 55%. But plasma itself 90% water, and it's a major component of blood because it's 55%. The blood also contain blood cells that I told you, and it's having dissolved salts, lipids, proteins, hormones. So other than the plasma and the blood cells, is having hormones, lipids, proteins, salts, etc. So the one component is plasma, another component is the blood cells, and blood cells are of three types: red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes, and white blood cells are also known as leukocytes, and platelets are known as thrombocytes. The function of red blood cells is to carry oxygen and carbon dioxide. Just now I explained you, and that's done by the hemoglobin. It's a red pigment which is present in the red blood cells, and this carbon dioxide and oxygen is attached to the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein. So hemoglobin that's present in the red blood cell that carries oxygen and carbon dioxide to the different part of the means oxygen to the different part of the body, and from the different part or from every cell carbon dioxide to the lungs. White blood cells, they are leukocytes, and their function is to protect us from disease causing microorganisms, and so they are actually defending us from the diseases or the infection. Blood platelets, they actually helpful in blood clotting. Means whenever we got hurt and any wound is there, so the dark color clot is formed on the wound, and that stop the bleeding. That process is actually known as blood clotting. So that is also very important because it prevent the further bleeding. Otherwise this bleeding will be continue and the person can die. Here is the fact file. The lifespan of red blood cell is about 120 days, and it has to travel the lungs and the other tissues about 75,000 times before returning to the spleen to die. Because here in the spleen, the what you can say, the dead cells come in the spleen only. You can say it's a spleen is the graveyard of red blood cells. So how many times? Around 75,000 times it travel. Now another fluid connective tissue is lymph. This is also a structural fluid, means like plasma, but blood is a red colored fluid. So it's like plasma, it's a structural fluid, and it is derived from the interstitial fluid and contains some amount of white blood cells, water, protein, glucose, salt. Actually, like blood circulatory system is there, in the same way lymphatic system is a parallel circulatory system, you can say. Means two circulatory systems are there in the body, they are simultaneously working. One is the blood circulatory system, another is lymphatic system. So from where the lymphs come, what exactly is lymph? Is actually the lymphatic system is the parallel circulatory system, and it's made up of lymph vessels, lymph nodes. It's made up of lymph vessels and lymph nodes. Like blood circulatory system is made up of heart, arteries, veins, and capillaries. In the same way, lymphatic system is made up of limbs and the lymph nodes. So what happened? This lymph is actually comes from the blood only. Means the blood which is flowing in the artery, it seeps out in the interstitial spaces, between the cells. So it seeps out where the blood vessels cannot reach properly, where this proper transportation cannot be possible. So they are the seeps out. They goes into the interstitial spaces, and the cells around it, they just absorb, because this is having oxygen and all the nutrient. Mostly they having protein, glucose, salts. So red blood cells are not there in this, and these all the nutrients are taken by the cells, and whatever the metabolic waste are there, they just be after the metabolic process, those all the waste come in it. So this you can say deoxygenated lymph. Means when it seeps out from the artery, it's oxygenated lymph, and that's used by the cells. And then the deoxygenated lymph, that the oxygen is used up by the cells, and the carbon dioxide is comes in the lymph. So that deoxygenated lymph is absorbed by the where that not goes to the lymph vessels. Means like, sorry, the deoxygenated lymph, that is absorbed by the lymph vessels only. So means this fluid that comes from the arteries, and now this deoxygenated lymph is absorbed by the lymph vessels, and from the lymph vessel it drain into the lymph node, and from the lymph node it drain into the veins, and vein carry blood to the heart. So this is the lymphatic system and the lymph. So basically more white blood cells are there in this, and water, protein, glucose, and salts are there. And the main function of the lymph is to protect us from the infection, because more white blood cells are there in the lymph.